Okay. So hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to learn more about the International Master of Science in Marine Biology. My name is Rachel from the University of Haifa International School, and I'm excited that you're here with us today. Joining me is Professor Smadar Ben-Tabou de Leon, head of the International Program and head of the Department of Marine Biology. And before we begin, I'd like to show you a short video so you can get the touch and feel of the University of Haifa. One moment. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm experiencing some technical difficulties with the video. So actually, I will have Professor Ben-Tabou de Leon start to discuss a bit about the program, and then afterwards I'll show you the short video.
Hello, everyone. Just a second. Yeah. So you can see the slide?
Yes,
okay.
It's perfect.
Excellent. Okay, so this is us. This is the Department of Marine Biology. This is our marine get-together. We do it every year where all the students present their work and the PI share their ideas. And I want to give you a brief introduction to the main things that we study in our department and the people. Because I think to know our people is to love our people, and it's not just the people that you see in this image, it's also the people that we study. For example, this is Professor Daniel Scher. What he's doing is studying marine microbes and marine bacteria. So he's studying the interaction between marine microbes because he thinks that to understand this first productor, this primary productor of the ocean, you need to understand how they interact with each other, because when this interaction gives them much more energy and nutrients and ability to survive in the oceans than just if you study each and every one of them alone. Ilana Berman-Frank is the head of the Marine School of the School of Marine Science, and she is studying nitrogen fixation by phytoplankton. So you say, why do we need N fixation? 70% of our atmosphere is nitrogen, but N2 is a very, very hard molecule to break. It has three electronic connections, so it's hard to break and to make it into our basic to the basic molecules that we need for life, because the DNA is really based on nitrogen. So there is a specific kind of bacteria that can break them and make them into organic compounds that our body can use. Talut Satoklan, she's studying marine metabolomic, the chemicals that bacteria and other organisms produce. So they interact and in this way they interact with each other. Laura Steindler, Professor Laura Steindler, studied host symbiont interaction. So she's studying the interaction between one of the most basic multicellular organisms, the sponge. Like SpongeBob, it's based on sponges in the ocean, but they don't look like a sponge in our bath tub. They look completely different, and they interact with their bacteria, with the symbiont that give them, and this interaction really is important for the life of both the bacteria and the sponges. Tali Mas, he's studying biomineralization in corals, how corals make their shells, the skeleton, and how this regulation of skeleton formation is dependent on climate change, on the warming, the global warming and ocean acidification. Tamar Lotan studies evolution. She's studying another very basic organism, the Nematostella, which is a sea anemone. And she apparently all the molecular machinery that is required for our body function is already present in this very ancient animal. And Tamar is trying to understand how the sea anemone uses this pathway to understand how they evolved to the usage that we are doing. This is me. I'm studying sea urchins, and I'm using them to study to understand the genetic regulation of embryogenesis. Danny Chernow is studying the top predators, sharks and dolphins and whales, all these big predators that are controlling the top of the chain of the food chain. And Gil is an ecologist, and he studied the interaction between different organisms in the reef. And Igal is a new professor in our department, and he's studying how pollution affects the life in the ocean. So together, this is an illustration of all the little things that we study. Together, we cover most of the marine tree of life, its evolution, interaction, and potential threats. And we also have a very strong network of collaboration around the world. And this is what you're in now for, which is our international master program. And so we believe that we offer our Israeli and international students excellent scientific training with a very strong scientific background and hands-on training and career development workshop. And you can see our students here. It's an image from a field trip that they took this year. And we have students from Italy, Germany, Portugal, all this long list of countries that I listed here. So I understand that you're really interested in the terms of acceptance. So we usually ask for Bachelor in Life Sciences, but now we are also open to other sciences. So if you are a computer scientist or physicist or have different background in science, you can also get to our program. You will just need to learn a little bit of like 2 courses in parallel to your master's to be able to be in our program. We ask for average of 85 or its equivalent, but you can be accepted even if you have 80 and up. We really need you to find an advisor before you join us, because you come from very far away and you want to make sure that there is a lab that is willing to accept you. So you need to find a lab, you need to get to know the labs and contact the different PIs that you're interested to join and interview with them and have them agreement to join the lab before we can accept you. And our courses, we have 32, we ask you to take 32 credit points, which is 20 points is mandatory courses and 12-point elective courses. Our elective courses and all our mandatory courses are taught in English. After a year, you need to submit your research proposal, which includes the motivation, goal, specific aim, and research design, and some preliminary results. That's after a year. And after 2 years, you need to submit your thesis, because the thesis, the master program lasts about 2 years. You get 75% discount of the tuition fees, and you get monthly scholarship in the amount of 2,500 shekels, plus a supplement from your advisor of about 500 shekels, which is about $900 in all. This is the list of our courses. The top one are mandatory courses. This is the seminar course that the students speak about the advanced paper. There is a course about the Mediterranean Sea, because we think it's very important for you to understand our neighboring sea. We also, experimental design is a statistics course, and we have two methods courses that are very heavy on the molecular aspects of modern biology. And of course, oceanography, biochemical and physical, and you also need to participate in our departmental seminar. And we have multiple elective choices that you can check in our website. And I just want to say that we were very happy to have really excellent students that are now finding position in the academy, like Dr. Max Rubin here. He's a principal investigator in IOLR. We have alumni that are co-founder of high-tech theory companies. We have postdoc people that got very, very prestigious scholarship and published in high journals. So it's worthwhile to join us. The students are really successful. Now, to join us, what you need is to check the web page of the department to get to know us, read about the different research topics, and then contact relevant PIs by email and ask them and tell them that you're interested to join their lab, and then they will interview them. And when the PI, if the PI accepts you, then you need to register to the program through our secretary. So this is my spiel, and I'm happy to take questions from you.
Thank you very much, Professor. That was very interesting. I apologize to everyone for our technical difficulties earlier. I would, though, actually open up the floor now for questions for Professor Ben-Tabou de Leon. And then in the end, I will show you the video that will show you a bit about the university. So if anyone has any questions, you can feel free to type them in the chat, or you can raise your hand and I can open your microphone so you can say them aloud as you wish. But in the meantime, while you're gathering your questions together, we did receive some questions in advance. So I will say, could you possibly go back to your presentation with the slide regarding the scholarship? There were a number of questions regarding financial assistance. So I think it would be helpful for people just to see that again. I will say that in addition to the funding through the department, also all international students are eligible to apply for an international school scholarship as well. Once students are admitted into the program, they can apply for a scholarship through the international school. It's a separate application process. But again, once you've been admitted into the program, we review that and then we'll send out scholarship notifications. In addition to the monthly stipend that all students receive through the department itself. And I did receive another question regarding the cost of tuition. Generally, our programs are around 11,000 US altogether. This is a 2-year program. There is no additional cost for the second year. The tuition is set every year in August, so we'll only know then, but it hovers around 11,000 US dollars, and it does not include housing or living expenses, but it's nice that this program gives you the additional monthly stipend that can help you with those costs. Let's see, we have some questions here. So Daryl is asking, is there an oceanography emphasis within this program? Please, Professor.
Not really. I mean, we teach, there are 2 oceanography courses that we teach because it's essential to understand the biochemistry and the physics of the oceans, but we don't really have a very strong emphasis on oceanography. It depends on the lab. There are Eagle is studying flow in the ocean and the spread of oil spills. So it's the most oceanographic PIs that we have, but I can't say that we have a very strong emphasis on oceanography. Just a part of the curriculum.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone else have any other questions? Now is your chance while we have Professor Ben-Tabou de Leon here with us to ask all of your questions regarding the program. I will say also that in the meantime, in the chat, I've added some links and information for you to learn more about the program and to start your application, and of course to schedule a call for a personal consultation to get more information and assistance with submitting your application. We have one more question here. If there are open positions for graduate assistantships.
What does it mean? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Potentially for a teaching, I think it's a teaching fellowship. I'll say that while students are here, they are only permitted to study and work as students and conduct research in the labs. Perhaps maybe you would like to talk a bit about your lab and labs in the department.
If you're asking about tutoring position, yes, we do. We have so in the first year of the masters, you actually take the courses, so you can tutor them. But starting from the second year of your master, we offer tutoring position in all our courses, and also for BA, Bachelor of Science courses in the Department of Biology. So if that's what you meant, if there are tutoring position, yes, we do. And almost everyone that asks for a position gets it.
Okay, great. There's another question here, if there are mariculture and aquaculture courses offered as well.
The short answer is no, but there are courses in the International University Institute at Eilat, and you are eligible to take any course there, and there are many, many courses there, including aquaculture and mariculture in the IUI, and they can be a part of your 32 credit points if you take the courses in Eilat. So we don't have a course in aquaculture and mariculture, but you can take courses in other places, and it will be considered toward your credit. And may you share this with me? I don't have a problem to share it. Yes, of course.
Would you like to send it in the chat, or would you prefer to send it to me and I can send it out to everyone that registered for the session following this session?
Both work for me.
Okay, so Daryl, you've asked the question regarding if you're able to take language classes and get credit for them. I will tell you that we offer at the International School, we offer courses in both Hebrew and Arabic language throughout the academic year. However, they are separate programs to the master's program, and those credits would not count towards your Master's of Science in Marine Biology. It's in addition to, it doesn't replace the credits required to receive the degree itself.
So did you get my presentation?
Yes, it was sent to me now. I'll forward it to everyone. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, I must say that if you have questions, you can also, and later you can also email me, and I will be happy to answer.
Is your email located in the presentation?
No.
Would you like to type it in the chat?
Yes. Daryl, if you mean, do you need to pay for your lodging? Yes, but there are dorms here, and you can, usually every student that is international and apply for the dorms can get there, but you need to pay. Yes.
I will send your email in the chat in the meantime.
So regarding the work and study, so again, the tutoring positions are open to you, and you can, so it's a matter of visa too, right? You need a worker visa, and for the tutoring position here, you can get them, and we have international students that are tutoring. About work outside the university, I'm not sure, maybe Rachel can help if they can.
With regarding working?
Yes.
That question? Yeah, so unfortunately, students who are here on a a student visa are not permitted to work. It could be possible that if you find a position in one of the labs and receive funding through the lab itself and receive a research fund, it could be possible. However, overall, students are not permitted to work while they're on a student visa here in Israel.
Yeah, but they can do tutoring for sure. We have international students that are teaching.
It's something that can be sorted out once you're here, but that's why we encourage people. Of course, you know, it's nice that you'll receive the monthly stipend through the department itself, and also the opportunity to apply for a scholarship through the international school. But we do encourage applicants also to seek outside additional funding sources as well.
What is I'm not familiar with that. What is the size of the scholarship from the international school?
We offer up to 50% tuition scholarships through the international school. So once candidates have been accepted into the academic program, they can then apply for funding through the international school. And as I said, we offer up to 50% of tuition. funding based on financial need. Does anyone have any additional questions at this time? Okay, so if there are no more questions, I would firstly like to thank you, Professor Ben-Tabou de Leon, for taking the time to share with us more about this program. And I will actually love to show you all the short video that I was trying to show you previously. Okay, one moment.
You know who you are. You don't want to get an academic degree just so you can hang it on your wall. You're about vision, about changing the way people think, about making a difference. You're looking for the journey and the experience for meaning and impact. You are the kind of person we want at the University of Haifa International School. Come choose from a range of study abroad, language, or full degree master's programs at the largest comprehensive research university in Northern Israel, and experience firsthand what excellence, innovation, and diversity truly mean. Immerse yourself to become an innovator and a market catalyst, with both the knowledge and the hands-on experience to compete in a dynamic global ecosystem. Our programs go further than your discipline of choice. University of Haifa students enjoy courses, workshops, and extracurriculars that boost their soft skills, critical and innovative thinking, entrepreneurial know-how, and ability to drive innovation in any field. In short, the tools you'll need to make your vision a reality. And you'll do all that with students from 50 different countries on a stunning campus, where you can take Hebrew and Arabic language courses and collaborate on research and volunteer projects. Best of all, you'll be in Haifa, Israel's most beautiful, welcoming, and multicultural city, a microcosm of Israel with breathtaking vistas, laid-back vibes, and the nicest people you'll ever meet. University of Haifa International School. It's all about the experience.
How do you gain insights on your
Okay, I'm glad that that worked out this time around. Apologies for the technical difficulties earlier on. I do have another question from Jack. Is the place in Eilat a branch of Haifa? So can you please speak about
No,
this
it's not.
joint?
It's not a branch of Haifa, but it's that inter-university institution. It's on Eilat. It's beautiful. And some of us, some PIs like Talimas, for example, have students that sit there because they study the Red Sea. They need this entrance to the Red Sea, so they sit there. But it's not a branch of Haifa. But if your lab is studying the Red Sea and your research will be there, you would be able to sit there, to be located there. And but in the first year, you will need to take the courses here.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you so much again, Professor Ben-Tabou de Leon. It was very insightful for all of us to hear about the program. And of course, thank you to everyone for tuning in today. I sent you another link now just to remind you not to forget to submit your application by December 31st. You will receive 85% off the application fee. And I sent you some more information if you're interested in scheduling a call with one of our representatives to further receive assistance to submit your application. And we hope to see you in Haifa next fall. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.